Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. As we have finished the last 16 surahs of the Holy Quran, I was thinking to revise them just as a translation in split word so that we can review all these surahs very quickly. And I've made actually the slides, they're in PDF format. So when we're finished this review, which will be a quick one because some of the surahs are very short, when we finish them, I will have all of these slides, which are just translations with split word in English, French, and Urdu. So they will be ready, so anyone can get them from the Jamaat after I'm done when we do the review. So everyone can learn the translation on their own if they want to review by themselves with these slides. So today we are going to quickly go through Surah Az-Zilzal, and I also would like to time go over some of the pronunciation as well of the Arabic to help when we are reading as well, so that we can look at some of the benefits of reading. Where I deem it is necessary, we'll do that. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful. Au nom d'Allah, le Gracieux, le Miséricordieux. Allah के नाम के साथ जो बे इंतहा रहम करने वाला, बिन मांगे देने वाला और बार बार रहम करने वाला है. Be in English is with, and en français au. Urdu में साथ. Ism is name in English, and en français nom, and Urdu में naam. Allah is the same in all languages. Ar-Rahman is gracious in English, and le gracieux en français. Urdu में rahim karne wala. And Ar-Rahim is merciful, and en français le miséricordieux. Urdu में bin mange dene wala, bar bar rahim karne wala. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها. So here in the very first part of, or the line after Bismillah, the second line, in this ayat, we have an example of letters, Arabic alphabets, which are sounding very similar. You have Idha, and then you have Zul-Zila, which is this Zal and Za. These are very similar. And then you have Al-Ardu, which sometimes, it can be mixed up as well or mispronounced. So all these three, you have Zal in the first, Idha, and then you have Za, you have in Zulzilat, and then you have dad or dhad. There's a variation, a pronunciation in al-ard. So you have these three Arabic letters, and they tend to be mispronounced, or sometimes they are pronounced to be very similar, because sometimes dad in which we have in al-ard is pronounced as zad, which is very similar to Urdu, which is zawad, which is not at all the proper pronunciation, which is in Arabic. So these all can be confused. All these three letters, they can be confused with the sound as we find in English with z, z. They can be confused with that sound. The only one that sounds like that is when you have zulzilat or zulzilati. That one is the closest to, which is za, which is closest to the z sound in English, z. But when we see idha, this is in between sound. You could say in between sound. The dhal is in between a sort of the you can say if you have two sounds in English, you have the sound, and you pronounce za. So in between these two sounds, the z, and you have also the in English th sound, the. So if you have these two sounds, you will come up with dhal. So it's pronounced dhal, and this is a correct. It should never be pronounced like a z sound. And then the al-ard, you have a dad. It can be pronounced as dad or dhad. So this again is like a hard, you can say a soft D in English, and a little bit closeness to if you're in between the again sound in English, th, and the soft D in English. So it's a da, da, da. So there's a slight variation, but with practice, and if we can find some tools online to see that the subtlety, this is a very good verse from the Holy Quran, which we have a very good example of the variation of pronunciations, which sometimes, which is mostly from Indian, Pakistan, or subcontinent, pronunciation of these three letters are normally just the same, Z sound, but you should know that they're different. The translation of this verse is, when the earth is shaken with her violent shaking, lorsque la terre sera secouée de sa violente secousse, जब जमीन अपने बोंचाल से जुम्बिश दी जाएगी. So idha, the first word idha is in English is when, en français lorsque, and Urdu में jab. Zulzilati is in English is shaken, and en français sera, secoué, et Urdu में halai jaegi. And al-ard is the earth, and en français la terre, and Urdu में zameen. Zilzal is shaking in English, and en français is secousse. Urdu में halana ya jumbish. And ha is in English is it, en français ça, en urdu में आपने. وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها. And the earth brings forth her burdens, et que la terre jettera ses fardeaux, or zameen apne boj nikal pankegi. So here we have in the first letter, which is wa, and that is translated as and en français is et, and urdu में or. Akhrajat is bring forth. Rijatra en français, and urdu में nikalegi. And then again we have al-ard is the earth, la terre en français, and zamin en urdu में. Athqala. Athqala. Here the translation is a burden in English, and en français fardeau, and boj in urdu में boj. Ha is in English is its, and en français c'est, urdu में आपने. So we have also, we covered before, I mentioned here when you have athqala, here is the letter you have tha, which sometimes is also pronounced wrongly so as sa, like a hard S, which is completely wrong. This is again like the English TH sound. It should be tha. So athqala. And then we have a qaf here. There's example of qaf right beside it. We don't have a kaf, which is different. So there's a difference when, inshallah, I'll give you the explain the difference when we read something. When we visualize it, it's much better. But this is a different sound than the kaf. This is qaf, like you find in Quran. So it's just like in English, you have a Q sound, q sound, qaf, and then it's differentiated from the kaf, which is k, like a K sound in English. وَقَالَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا لَهَا. And man says, what is the matter with her? Et que l'homme dira, qu'est-ce qu'elle a? Or insan kahega ke usse kya ho gaya hai. So again, the same word wa, which is this is a common we cover as and in English and a en français, or urdu में. Qala is say. This is also one of the common words. Most of the words here are common. We've covered them in the past, and we see it reoccurring in the Holy Quran. This is en français dira, urdu में कहna. Insan is man. L'homme en français, and urdu में same in Urdu, insan. Ma is what? En français quel. Urdu में क्या. La is English, and en français pour, que lié, Urdu में. And again, ha we have can be translated as it or elle en français, and Urdu में usse. يومئذ تحدث أخبارها. That day will she tell her news. Ce jour-là, elle narrera ses nouvelles. उस दिन वो अपनी खबरें बयान करेगी. So yoma or yom is in English is day, en français jour, and Urdu में din. Even is that. En français c'est là, Urdu में us. Tuhaddithu. Tuhaddithu. So this is another pronunciation we just take a second to I will go over a shadda. Sometime the pronunciation of shadda I've seen there are some wrong errors when pronouncing shadda. It is wrongly read like a tu haddi thu, but you have to make a stress on the tu haddi. There should be like a heavy sound, almost like you are transitioning from the ha into the dal sound, and then you're leaving with the d. So haddi. So it's not there's not a break, and there's a continuation, and there should be more of a stress. To haddithu. The translation of this is in English is she tell, or en français elle narrera. Urdu में बयान कर देगी. And then akhbar, this is in English is news, en français nouvelle. Khabrein, in Urdu it's khabrein. And ha is her, en français c'est, Urdu में apni. بِأَنَّ رَبَّكَ أَوْحَى لَهَا. See, here we have two examples of shadda. We have shadda over noon and ba. So when you connect the aleph with the noon, and you don't say bi anna, you don't say bi anna. This is not the way you would pronounce it. It should be bi anna. Bi anna. So there is, like I said, there should be some connection with the aleph and noon. It should transition as though the sound is transitioning, and then it is ending with the na sound. So when you do the transitioning and you hit the noon, you have to emphasize it. And sometime when I listen to reading, there is an error where people just say bi anna rabbaka, which is, this is not right. Again, you see, we have bi anna, and then here you have a ba. So there should be connection with the ra in the ba. So it should be rabba, rabba, rabbaka. So there should, they should find a stress when you're connecting the ra and ba with the shadda. And always when seeing a shadda, it should be, ready to make a, a little bit more of an effort when you're pronouncing, so that it comes out, as the symbol is, indicating for us that it should be stressed there. So the translation of this is, for thy Lord will have revealed about her, car ton Seigneur lui aura révélé ainsi. क्योंकि तेरे रब ने उसे वही की होगी. So first word is be. This here is translated as because, and en français is car, and Urdu में क्योंकि, and anna is that in English, and en français c'est ou c'est. En Urdu में के. And Rabba is Lord in English, and en français Seigneur, and Urdu में Rab. And Ka is, see, here we have an example where I was talking of Kaf, You actually, we have the example. I didn't notice that, but we came from before, where you have the waqala, waqala. So that there's a difference. It's not waqala, it's waqala, and then here you have bi anna rabbaka. So it's not rabbaka. See, you can now see the difference and you can visualize. And so when you see here ka, we have the translation of ka is your, and when you see this word in Arabic, and you understand the pronunciation of kaf. Like in English, there's have a K sound. So there's a difference. There's a different tone, and we shouldn't mix them together. Sometimes people pronounce them the same, and there should be a differentiation in it. So it's in English, it's translated as your, en français ton, and Urdu mein tere. Awha, this is wahi. This is an Arabic word wahi. This is translated, awha is translated as revealed. Something is revealed. Révélé en français, and en Urdu mein wahi. In la is translated as for, and and en français pour, and Urdu mein ke liye. And ha is it, en français lui, and Urdu mein usse. يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم. On that day will men come forth in scattered groups, that they may be shown the results of their works. Ces jours-là, les hommes s'avanceront en groupe et pour qu'on leur montre les résultats de leurs œuvres. उस दिन लोग प्रगंदा हाल निकल गए होंगे, ताकि उन्हें उनके अमाल दिखाई दिए जाए. So here we have the first word is yom. Again, that same word, day. Français, jour, in Urdu mein din. Then we covered that already. So this is a repetition. Yasduru, this is comes forth. S'avanceront en français. Urdu mein nikal padenge. Annas, this is which we covered. This is men in English, and en français, and Urdu mein log. And ashtatan, scattered. This is translated as scattered groups. Français, groupe et par. And Urdu mein bikhre hue gros mein. And then the last part of this is li. We have this is that in English, and ce en français, and take en Urdu mein. Yurao is they be shown. En français, il soit montré. Urdu mein wo dikhai jaye. And amal is a'mal is works in English, and ouvre en français, and Urdu mein amal. So practically the same word. It is the same word, there just would be a pronunciation difference. Hum is there, and en français leur, and Urdu mein unke. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ. then whoso does an atom's weight of good will see it. Alors quiconque fait un bien même de poids d'un atome le verra. Pas jo koi zara bar bhi neki karega wo usse dekh lega. So here we have the first word is fa, this is translated as then, and en français is alors, and Urdu mein pas, and man is who, en Urdu en français qui, and Urdu mein jo. Ya'mal is does in English, and en français fait, Urdu mein karta hai. Mithqala is weight, en français poids, Urdu mein wazan. Zarratin is atom, in the en français atom, Urdu mein zarra. Khayran, the khair is good, and en français bien. Neki, Urdu mein neki. Yara is will see. Vera, dek lega. And last word, who is it? En français le. Urdu mein usse. وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. So here we have just you know, there's just one word here, although all the rest is the same. So we don't have to go through the whole thing. The split word, you just see here that there's a change between before it's khayran, and here we have sharran. So the translation is, and whoso does an atom's weight of evil will also see it. Et quiconque fait un mal, même de poids d'un atome, le verra aussi. And or jo koi zara bar bhi badi karega, wo usse dekh lega. So we don't have to review the whole thing. We just here we have the word because everything is the same as the last slide. So sharran is the only word here we can review that's different. It's evil, and en français mal, and Urdu mein badi. So as I said in the beginning, in the end of when we review everything, if anyone would like to have this PDF slide so they can review this on their own and try to benefit their understanding the translation, they can do that when we're finished from this review. Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.